Just want to let you all know that the song that I used for my new intro is actually a song from this album. That's all. True by Spandau Ballet. Let's go. Hello everyone, it is the Afro Avenger here with another album review, and this is the first official review in my official classic album reviews, and this first album is going to be True by Spandau Ballet. It was released March 4th of 1983, and some chart information. It peaked number 1 on the UK Albums Chart and number 19 on the US Billboard 200 chart. It was released on the label Chrysalis, and its singles were True, Gold, Lifeline, Communication, which is the intro song for my channel, and Pleasure. So without further ado, let's get this started. One of the main reasons that I wanted to review this album is because of the song Gold, which I actually first heard in an MTV Cribs video featuring the Gorillaz, in which we're shown Noodle's room, and that song plays, and I've loved it ever since. So I decided to listen to more of Spandau Ballet, and found their stuff to be really quite good. I figured I might as well review the album that the song was on, so here we are now. Spandau Ballet was a prominent band during the New Romantic movement, which saw youth dressing much more flamboyantly and getting more into genres like synthpop and new wave. Of course, Spandau Ballet is a new wave band and were among the most successful bands during this era. The majority of this album deals with the woes of love, but it's not exactly drawn plain out. A lot of the lyricism is rather subversive and not super easy to understand upon first listen. However, while listening to the lyrics, you begin to notice trends and recurring themes. It's a rather short album with only 8 tracks, and the first half deals with more of the negatives of love, and the second half is more about positive love, more or less. Taking a look at song titles like Pleasure and Code of Love, you would probably think that these songs have happy lyricism until you hear lines like, he put so much into her life, she took so much out of his, and why did you feel like breaking my heart? Now, with the track Gold, there is a definite shift in tone and theme, adding a bit of nuance within the album. Gold is a track about feeling that feeling of invincibility that comes with being young. One line that sticks out is, "These are my salad days, slowly being eaten away." This is referring to how someone is in their prime, but their prime days won't last very long. The track is perhaps two friends talking, one encouraging the other. That's the impression I get from lines like, "Remember we were partners in crime." The alternative is that it's a man talking to a woman who perhaps left him for someone else. I get that impression from lines like, "It's only 2 years ago, the man with the suit in the face, you knew that he was there on the case, now he's in love with you." It's possible that he's not only talking to the woman, but to himself as well, trying to encourage himself to keep going, telling himself that he's gold and that he's indestructible. I'm not the best at interpreting lyrics, but it's all possible. As I said already, Spandau Ballet is a new wave band, but on this particular album, a good number of different styles of music are blended together to make for some really enjoyable music. Funk, proto-punk, synth-pop, jazz, soul, pop, and rock, for example. Some tracks like Heaven is a Secret actually kind of remind me of Earth, Wind & Fire. It's some really cool music and really easy to dance to. Some tracks like Foundation deal with building a relationship where both partners are equal, hence the title Foundation. They're building a foundation on trust and love. Those are the kinds of themes dealt with on this album. The final track, which is the title track, is actually the only slow song on the entire album. Every other one is up-tempo and more dance-oriented, but this one is much more soulful and emotional, which really makes for a good end. It has the elements of Motown-style soul music, which is interesting since he mentioned Marvin Gaye in the song. I believe this song was meant to be much in the same vein as Marvin Gaye's, and it's really a beautiful song about how he wants the truths of love to be spoken. I also have to give it up to Tony Hadley, the lead vocalist of the group. I love his singing voice. It's kind of a crooner, lounge jazz type of voice, which really suits his style since he's always wearing a suit and tie and everything. Overall, this is a really cool album that I really enjoyed. It's not long at all, only about half an hour long. Each song is great, and my favorites had to be Pleasure, Communication, Gold, of course, Heaven is a Secret, Foundation, and True. The production is really tight, especially on the 2003 remastered version. The vocals and instrumentation are great as well. The band is really funky, and I especially love the electric keyboard parts on the tracks, as that was indeed an integral instrument during this era. But yeah, I definitely recommend this album to anyone who's into new wave, synth pop, early punk, and funk music. Well, that does it for this review of my first classic/obscure kind of album. I hope you all enjoyed, and if you liked this video, please hit the like button and also subscribe if you want more. And if there's an album or a song that you want to see reviewed that you like or recommend, just leave a comment down below or hit me up on my Facebook or my Twitter. The links are in the description. But anyways, this is the Afro Avenger signing out. I'll see you all in the next video.